Hey Josh, this is my second video presentation. Obviously I'm going to talk about the research I did for my films, the roles I did in my films, and also my film review. My first film for this was called Project Procrastination. Now my role for this film was a writer and a production designer. While writing this film, I wanted to call it Project Procrastination as I wanted to plan and write a script that kind of relates to everybody who's been in education or even been in this stage of life where they're doing work and they just procrastinate. Obviously I do prefer to edit film, but I just wanted to write something and make this a start on my writing and my creativity skills, and it was something experimental for me, so it's only just going to just help me to just keep trying and writing more and more. The story to this film is about three students. They're three close friends. One of them has just started first year and has been given a major assignment which is due in a couple of days. Character one, our main person, wants to start off this term, get the assignment done, and doesn't want to upload it late nor get a bad grade. So character one starts doing the assignment, and character 2, 3 come by and they asked he or she if they want to come out. Character 1, our main character, has then said, no, I've got this assignment to do, I want to get it done, then I can come out with you guys. And character 2 and 3 both look at each other, then they look back at character 1, and then end with a open question of why are you taking so long? You can do this. Anyway, it ends with basically a decline, and character 1 is not going out for character 2 and 3. We then jump forward to character 1 actually doing the assignment, and then character 1 sees a notification pop up on his or her phone. Then they look at the phone and then they see that character 2 and 3 are out and still has an open invite for them to still come out. Character 1 then actually says, you know what? I'm gonna go out, leaves the assignment, goes out, and then we cut to the next day where character 1 is coming back from his or her night out. Character 1 then comes home, goes on bed, passes out, and then it skips to the next day. This is the deadline due day basically, and it has only about half the day to even get this assignment done. Character 1 then wakes up in the rush, looking to actually try and get this assignment done, and then rushing to get this assignment done before 4 o'clock. So literally we're just seeing character 1 drinking energy drinks, rushing, typing, trying to get this assignment done and trying to upload it in time. We have 5 minutes till the upload time, and then character 1 is literally about to upload the assignment, and then the internet crashes. Character 1 then refreshes the page, the assignment is uploaded, but it's 2 minutes late. At this point in time, character 1 has just said it's only first year and doesn't care. Now, where was my inspiration, or where I get the idea from? For this project, I didn't base it on any film, as I wanted to touch up on just basically a student life and what people can relate to. Before I started this project, I did have 2 other short film ideas, which I didn't use, but I may develop as a summer passion project, you could say. The inspiration for this piece was creating something that most young students relate to, such as friendship, love, and procrastination. All these ideas that I had all share the idea of pretty much 3 friends doing something. Out of all the 3 in my group, we decided to go with Project Procrastination as it's something we all relate to, so it was something we could all build on. Restrictions and how do we deal with them? This short film had to be done in about 3 weeks, which is planned and shot. We had to use a skill set of non-verbal world building. It was 3 minutes maximum, 3 characters, and only 6 lines of dialogue. To deal with the dialogue, we basically kept the conversation of the characters short and straight to the point, which end up using about 5 lines, and then we left the last line for the character at the end to show that character 1 is basically giving up after trying so hard. For the skill set, I had to do a bit of research into it to actually want to know what it meant. As for the 3 minutes and only 3 characters, that wasn't a major, to be honest, because it was a short film. As far as equipment goes, we only use a C100 and a 16 by 35mm lens and a standard tripod, which we used all around the house pretty much, and outside. For health and safety, we had a small number of hazards which we had to be addressed, these being wearing high-vis jackets for the car scene and to be aware of traffic. The camera was placed in tight spots, so whoever was DPing had to be very flexible to see the footage, but also be able to operate the camera. To maintain the camera's position, I put loads of mask tape all over the location, put them on the floor so we know where to put the tripod or even put the camera, and it's easy to recognize in terms of a camera shot as well where we want to put it. As far as research goes, all I needed to do was research on films where a stereotypical teen rushing to get an assignment done, as I was acting in this and it was still very terrible. Okay, what was good about it? I believe it was a strong idea. We tried a range of different types of angles for where the camera could be in its position, and of course we did stick to the brief. What was bad about it? It definitely needs some more character development in terms of backstory and how the character actually got into position of procrastinating and not getting the assignment done. What could I have done better? For next time, I would definitely add some more angles and different types of shots. The editing could be a little better and we could color grade it a little better. We could definitely build on the character's development, do a better short montage in terms of like how the character goes by of the week trying to do the assignment to emphasize his or hers time has gone by. Okay, this is film 2. It's called The Guardian, and this is probably one of my favorite films I've probably worked on during this term. Okay, my role for this film was co-producer and editor. As this again was co-produced, my main research was to understand what a producer does. After this project brief was given to us, myself and 2 others decided to split the role up and share that role between us, therefore making it easier instead of relying on one person to do everything a producer does. My other role was also a location scout, as we need to find a forest type area for this film. We had to light fires in it as well, so I booked our campsite, and this allowed us to light fires in a safer manner. The plot of this film was basically a close relationship between the older brother and younger sister. As a promise, it was his job to look after her at all costs. An apocalypse had literally struck a few years later, and an outbreak of vampirism had basically spread. With the outbreak, the brother decides to run away and evade this vampirism outbreak by searching of a new hope. So he starts to pack the bags, and the younger sibling walks in on him packing all the bags. Her frightened self is asking all these questions of where they're going, what's happening, and she is frightened. A glass breaks or smashes, you could say, and the brother goes to investigate, leaving the younger sibling by herself. He leaves her for a brief second, but by the time he gets back, it's too late and she is dead, and she lies there on the ground bleeding. This then leads to the older brother living in the woods by himself. However, he has brought his undead sister, but she is chained up to a tree and she is a vampire. She doesn't know right from wrong because the curse has taken over her mind. Therefore, she is trying to kill anything that pretty much breathes or has blood in its system. The brother has to go against his morals and kill innocent people in order to keep her living. So he has another guy in the tent, which he drags her out, kills, and then the sister drinks his blood. Okay, our inspiration for this film was Stakeland 2, which is a horror-based film. Our idea was to recreate the opening forest scene, as you will see here. Our other idea for this film was adding a teddy, which you see throughout the whole film, and this idea was from Deadpool 2. Okay, to deal with our restrictions, it was only 5 minutes long, it was a conventional story, and obviously no copyright music. The other small restrictions we had, which were problems we encountered, which is obviously timing for our shoot and weather. To deal with timing, we started the shoot from early morning and we finished it till the end, all scenes, and that led us to finish at about 12 at night. Another thing we probably encountered was obviously it was very windy, sending all of our equipment flying, so we had to do things like put heavy weights in there to stop it from flying, or we had to pretty much lie in the tent. There was a light shower of rain, but that didn't last long, so lucky for us, all of our equipment didn't get completely wet or even break. Okay, for our main research, it was mainly looking for a forest to film in, but also be able to light fires in. We also came across doing a DBS check, which is a disclosure and barring system, which helps us be able to find locations and be able to use them for film. This service was to be created so we can agree to terms and conditions, but also accept the responsibilities of using the campsite for not also just using film, lighting fires, but also staying over as well. The use of any theories, as far as we know, we've only applied Chekhov's gun in regards to the teddy. You will see this in the start of our film, the middle of our film, and a little bit before the end as well. To health and safety for this project, our main priority was obviously the fact that we're working with fire and cold conditions. For this, we had a person who was both first aid trained and fire marshal trained. Also at the campsite, we had a bucket of water and a fire extinguisher just in case the fire could spread. What was good about this project, I like using the location. We actually used an actual makeup artist for a realistic look. We experimented with a lot of camera shots, both mounted on a tripod and some freehand as well. What could I have done better? If I had more time, definitely added a couple more clips, played with the sound and to build that rising tension